for last year's beaten finalists England, the 8th seed here, up against Samoa, the 9th seed. Samoa very inconsistent last year, won in Paris, or the last season. They won in Paris, missed out on qualifying for Rio. And in the head-to-head, some great battles over the years. England just ahead 32-29, one tied there. Last met in Singapore in the last series, 2016. There is the England team, and they've got a fairly settled lineup to start the new campaign. The captain again is Mitchell, and some names there that you'll be very familiar with in Burgess and also Bibby. And for Samoa, well, some new faces, but nice to see Leo Lolo back and Tupu Mioloi Taloa. Some of those experienced players are going to have to lead this new look team around the circuit again. Greg Clark with you alongside me, former England captain Rob Bickerman. Well, here's your home country about to make their way out into the sunshine in the desert. What do you make of them?
Well, there'll be a lot of people back home having breakfast with some huge expectation looking at the lineup of this England team, and rightly so. Never want to really talk them up too much, been quite humble with my fellow nations, but it's very much a case of experience coming to the fore here. The likes of Mitchell, Bibby, expect to hear their names a lot. You've got Norton, who just loves to play out in Dubai. But similarly, Samoa, you can never write them off. They are one of the most physical teams, and one thing's for sure, when you've played them, you certainly know about it.
Referee from New Zealand is the experienced Sevens referee, Richard Kelly. Now definitely one of the senior refs on the HSBC Sevens World Series. Well, Samoa have a change of coach. Stephen Beetham officially in charge for this week and next week in Cape Town, and then the great Sir Gordon Titchens will be taking over as coach of Samoa. So he's an interested spectator officially here in Dubai. And the Samoans have two on debut, missing the experience of Selly, who was part of the series dream team last season. Tangaloa no longer with them either. And England have 6 players backing up from Team GB at Rio. And so it is Tom Mitchell getting us underway, and that's not the start he was looking for, but it's play on anyway. Samoa happy to take that one, even though it didn't go the 10. And looking just to stretch them wide early on. Tapili goes to ground. Waiting for a halfback to arrive. Eventually, they're able to free the ball. Tupou. Samoa in the traditional blue jerseys. Lolo firing it over on the far side to Ba'a. Godhell gets up and goes again, buys some time for the support to arrive. And some problems there at the breakdown, and good pressure from England.
Yeah, outstanding. Pat on the backs all round there. Dan Norton executing a wonderful tackle. So difficult to make this on the fly, but for me, absolute mindset. Richard de Carpentier back on his feet, and look at that, drills through the defence there. That's counter-rucking at its very best, and the third example already we've seen. So expect England to really try and quill this physicality of the Samoans. They target breakdowns, but you've got to be having a quality with that.
Tom Mitchell, the captain, jersey 6, 35th tournament now. 897 points in his career. He's been wonderful for England and also Team GB. And now the flyer, Dan Norton, 210 tries. And he just got a hand on the chalk there, according to the assistant. Touch and go, but into touch. They take it quickly. And Ba'a trying to get the fen going, and the support is there. Through the 8, Tupou. And now running onto it, Francis Uremia! Trying to Samoa over on the far side. They kept backing themselves, and that's a very familiar name in Pacific Island Rugby. Uremia, and Francis, a 24-year-old, is in for the first try.
Exploiting the space out wide here. Lovely footwork. Rich de Campier bothered about the outside, but he takes the inside gap. A lot of emphasis on McConney to make the tackle, which he did. And again, big man on the end. You're going to get exploited, sadly, to see. But comes back to Dan Norton, putting his hand on that touchline on the far side. This is the net result.
All smiles. And from out wide, the conversion is over. Another 2 points. So it is 7 points to 0. And it is Samoa over England.
Distinct memories been back here, Clarkie, many years ago when Samoa just would not lose any restart. They are so good at getting the ball back, and that will definitely be an emphasis with Stephen Bentham leading the charge.
There's a kick-off, knock back, and Mitchell has to clean up. Takes it back into the 22. Hayter. Goes in pretty high. They try and hold him up, but eventually it comes back in the nick of time. Mitchell. Allowed to run, and eventually picks up Bibby. And Bibby beats one. Up over halfway. Norton's on the inside. Puts on the afterburners, and Dan Norton runs it in. England's first try, so they hit back. And that's 211 tries now. Fourth on the all-time list. Behind the leader, Collins Injura. He has 235 tries. Dan now on 211.
All coming from Mitchell's break. That tackle there in the middle creates the gap for Dan Bibby. Often in sevens, you do not have to make the tackle. It's a case of shadowing people to exploit space. Dan Bibby picks it off. Norton, as he always does, on the inside. So good to see this man running with the ball in hand. 211 tries is ridiculous. And I remember most of them. Not many are anything other than spectacular.
No problem from in front for Mitchell, so 7-all. Look closely and you see that the English players are still wearing their moustaches. I know it's December, but they're still in Movember, and they're raising money because the bids are still coming in, so good on them.
They've turned it into December beard, apparently.
If you'd like to donate, track down the England website and give generously for Movember, even though it's December. And now the fend from Tarpilli. Oh, and he has put his leg on the chalk as well.
Guys, flags up.
Another Fossio Tarpilli from the Maris Club.
Got to be careful on these outskirts. You do not want to get near the touchline. McConaughey, very clever tackle there. You see how he lassoed the ankles and dragged the feet. Often in those situations, a tackle would mean the player's feet were in the air, but McConaughey showing his experience defending out wide there.
They go to the front, and a pass from Mitchell to Bibby. Just looking for space, looking to get it out to Norton. And away from one, and he floats it back on the inside. It's been intercepted though, so a chance of a counter here. Va'a picks up the support, and now the wide ball out to Uremia. He scored on the other side in the corner. This time they're going to wrap him up. Good field position though for the Samoans. And Tarpilli gets it back to Va'a. Taloa. Leo Lolo. Sizing up the opposition. He releases, and then they mess it up. Bit of confusion there between Lolo and also Taloa, one of the players getting in front of the ball.
Bit of a shoelace tackle there from Dan Norton. Always good to see. He had enough time to tie them, so end up just tripping him up. But really good defence, and that's what you want. Someone to the ground early so your players can react to it. If the Carpentier is around the ruck, he's going to smash it, that's for sure. If you win the breakdown against Samoa, you often win the game.
When you look at the total number of caps, Samoa not many at all, because it is very much a new look team, and England up towards 300, very experienced again, and good to see at the start of the new series.
And it's all from that core of players, the players you keep hearing, your Mitchells, your Nortons, your Bibbies, Burgess, those players really showing what they're about.
So the halftime siren sounds, and it's England with Bibby getting it out to Hayter, turning it back to Norton. Bibby. Mitchell up towards halfway to Carpentier. Takes it into contact. Quick recycle. And Bibby gets it out to Burgess. Hayter, Norton, Bibby charging onto it. The gap opened up like the Red Sea. And Bibby knocks it down between the sticks.
When you do your analysis on Samoa, you look at certain things and how they defend. The three same moves and the same pattern of play. Defenders are getting stretched, there's a hard line back inside, Dan Norton cuts, Dan Bibby runs straight. It's simple sevens, but you're exploiting the lazy defender there. In that instance, Leo Lolo just nowhere near the ball. Huge gaps down the middle of the pitch, but wonderful sevens play.
Bibby, a recent dad. Congratulations on the birth of his boy, Jasper. And there's the extra 2 coming from the captain, Mitchell. And at half-time, England leading Samoa 14 points to 7. Entertaining contest. Let's go into the England huddle. Coach Simon Amor.
Good job. How you going? Good job. Give me 2 more. Yep. 2 more full on. Chip. 2 more full on. Excellent. 2 more full on. Fully switched on. And no change at the moment. Here we come. Defensively, excellent. Lovely control in the middle. He's got to keep on doing that. But this is about pushing from the edge. Effort on effort. They are struggling a lot here. So I need us to even work harder for each other. Work harder. Quick line outs, we good? Yeah, quick taps, turnovers, action, all that time. This is a work ethic one.
Stephen Beetham, the caretaker coach of the Samoa Sevens. Some good intentions taking over in the new year. It's the same voice in the England huddle, Simon Amor. He's done a great job with them.
Yeah, so what more inspiration do you want as an England team with swing low playing in the background, executing what he called effort on effort. Sevens is all about backing up when it gets very hard, very tiring.
This is Pool C. Tough pool. England, Samoa, also New Zealand and Russia. We're waiting to see just how well they'll perform, and their second straight year as one of the core teams. Richard Kelly, the referee, getting the second half underway, and got elusive there eventually. Mitchell cleans up. Very much the new look, Tom Mitchell. Haven't seen that hairstyle before.
Guys, back here. I think it's apathy more than anything else. He's just so laid back, he sometimes just forgets to cut his hair, but not quite sure what look he's going for there. He's lost his housewife's title to Phil Burgess, which he's not happy about. So I think the tash is maybe just a bit of rebellion against that.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Mitchell with the foot in, gives it to Bibby. And Hayter fires it over to Norton with a bit of room to move. Good one-on-one tackle though. Terrific tackle, Samoa Toloa. Now Mitchell. Oh, there was a high shot there. Very careless.
You are.
Referees have been told to clamp down on any high shot. We thought that a high shot would bring an automatic yellow, but Richard Kelly giving him the benefit of the doubt there.
Well, that's very much benefit of the doubt. For me, that is a deliberate and intentional swinging arm.
Mitchell, switch of play. And Bibby, back to Mitchell. And Norton. Samoa drift defence forces them to spin it to the other side now. Good meters from the Carpenter.
Not supporting your body weight. No, full ball down. Support your body weight.
Goes against Samoa. And England in no hurry here.
No, it just shows there the stat in the bottom left, Clark, giving the ball away, criminal in the game of sevens, included in penalties and turnovers. need to make sure you keep the ball.
Change here for England with Alex Davis, and good to see him back. He was ruled out of the Rio Olympic Games just 2 days prior to the tournament starting. Shocking luck there on the injury front for Alex Davis, but he's back out there in jersey number 12, only his 9th tournament. Phil Burgess takes the tap. Mitchell to Bibby. Slow motion. Now they start to move. And Mitchell links up with Davis and Norton. Mitchell to Bibby. To Carpentier. Burgess. Oh, and just a foot on the line. What about the interested spectator there in Samoan colours today? Not official, though. We've got to point that out. Aaron takes over in the new year. Advantage being played for Samoa.
Advantage is over.
That's a Falau. Poor pass. Norton! The race is on! Norton, he has to find another gear, and he can't. And so it's been cleaned up now by Tupou. Well, the Desert Sun might be zapping a little bit of Dan Norton's energy. But a good chase by Samoa. And it's still England leading by 14 points to 7. Oh, and then sloppy play. An unfortunate bounce for Rafaeli Va'a. And they throw it in quickly, and it's over. It is a try to England. And Dan Bibby has his first for Dubai. In fact, he's got his first double.
A quick line at all the rage. I think it's about keeping the ball alive, keeping people moving around. Good finish from the two. Seemed to be almost telepathic in that situation there. But Dan Bibby got a couple of special supporters out in the crowd. His wife, soon to be, and his little son here supporting it. It gives you a little bit of extra impetus when you're a father playing in a game like this. I think that's worth registering. But a couple of negative notice there. Dan Norton getting caught. That is not often seen in World Rugby. Hopefully that won't get to his confidence, because he's been injectful when he has an opportunity in this game. But it's all about Mitchell and Bibby. When they're controlling the game, England look strong, they look good.
Here's Dan Norton, the flyer, and gee, it was a great chase from Ed Fido, the man from the Marist Club.
Who's going off?
Get that on your CV, catching Dan Norton pretty much a 40-metre foot race there.
This guy here off.
So Dan Norton has been replaced, as well as Dan Bibby. Simon Amor bringing the changes. And number 5 is out there, James Rodwell. 32 years of age. It's his 70th cap now, so he's equal third with Ben Gollings. DJ Forbes, of course, setting a new tournament record, 80. And good to see Rodwell back out there after a shoulder operation. And he knocks that ball back, so he's made an immediate impact. And now it's Tom Bowen. Bowen cleaned up there by Tila Mealoy with England. Growing in confidence. Mitchell having a run. Calling the support back on the inside. Only 6 or 7 metres out now. Money's being played. Rodwell takes it into contact.
Offside.
Offside, Samoa. So they take it quickly, England. And a step there from the Lindsay Haig. Now out to Bowen. Holding on. Good work by Samoa.
Bit of a breakdown battle that last couple of minutes. When it gets a bit tiring, the contact points become really prominent. If you can keep composure, keep making the correct decision, and identifying the only opportunity of getting over the ball quickly, that's when you'll get the turnovers. That's great play by Samoa.
Inside the final minute now. Pool C. 19 points to 7. England over Samoa. So can the Samoans score from this and make a finish of it? Mealoy finds the target. Down to the left side they go. Lane killed. And that's pretty much the ball game you'd think for Samoa now. Pressure from England. Beaten finalists here last year, England. So what's your verdict now after seeing this performance first up?
I think it's one of the better first game performances we've seen for an England team. Still a little bit of those little touches aren't quite happening. 2 or 3 occasions run into touch, which is an unforced error. Think of the tennis equivalent, doing things you don't necessarily need to do. So lots to work on still, but I just like the balance they've got. They're probably one big forward away from being that complete package, but certainly James Rodwell coming in for his restarts and set-piece abilities going to be good going forward.
And Samoa having to make do without one of their big forwards, Selly. He'll be missed. And into touch it goes, and so England safely through their first match on day 1 in Dubai. England over Samoa by 19 points to 7. Let's go to Rupert Cox, who's with the England captain.
Yeah, Dano, with Tom Mitchell. Tom, just the start you're looking for.
Yeah, you always want to get off to a good start, and I tell you what, it's tough out here. Every year we say that, but it never gets any easier, especially as the years are ticking on for me, I think. But no, it's a good start for the boys. You look to build every time, and that's what we'll be looking to do for the next one.
Yeah, hot out here, cold at home, but a great start for the home nations. Wales, Scotland and you boys are getting the job done.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, after the summer, realised after all there's a few decent players in those Welsh and Scottish teams, so it's good to see them going on as well.
Where do you keep your silver medal, Tom?
Just in the sock drawer.
Nice. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.